Scorpio, my lovelies, how are you? I hope you're all right. Yes, I'm going to pull you some cards. We're going to look at investing in yourself today. I'm using a spread from Emerald Lotus Divination. We're going to look at, and yes, I do have a cheat sheet. I don't see the value in learning every single spread I ever use off by heart. We're going to look at why should I invest in myself? Where should I invest my energy? How should I invest in myself? Then we're going to look a bit more future facing. What will come if I choose to invest in myself? How will this change my daily life? I love those two positions, very informative. Something I need to learn about investing in myself and why I am worthy of investment. That last position and the first position I read together because it just makes sense for me to do so. And also, very often, whatever spread you're using, the first card out and the last card out are very interesting. Anyway, but even in this particular spread, it just makes sense to read those two positions together for me. So that's what I'm going to do. There will be very little clarification to keep the reading short, but also because you have the answers, Scorpio, not me. Wow, I'll tell you what I have the answer to is my hair. I have the answer as to how to make my hair less messy. Presumably I have such an answer. I don't know. I'm recovering from a migraine. I'm a bit foggy, but we'll get the reading all the same. Yeah, I'm not using jumpers for this spread. I don't really know why. It's just not the way it's just not the way it's happening. I don't always use jumpers. Also, by the way, you know, I did just want to take the focus off love readings just for one set of readings, just to give myself a little bit of respite. But we'll be going into full Celtic cross readings after this, so I imagine that will pop up. And then after that, I might actually specifically have the intent of it being a love reading. I don't know. I've never done long, in-depth readings on the channel where I have the intent to focus on love and relationships. Normally it's just what often comes through, but yeah. I think that's your shuffle, my loves. Why should I invest in myself? All this talk of love, and your first card out, Scorpio, is the Lovers in reverse. I mean, I don't love the Lovers in reverse, to be honest. It's not the best energy. It's sort of, perhaps you have a tendency to get involved in relationships that are unhealthy. Perhaps you're currently in a relationship that you recognise as unhealthy. Certainly, I think investing in yourself is going to help you have healthier, more satisfying relationships, not even necessarily romantic relationships, but yeah. Where should I invest my energy? Right. Yeah, sure. Pentacles. Pentacles is real life shit. Interesting for a Scorpio that we have this out. Because obviously you're a water sign, you're very driven. Not driven, but I'll use that word for now. Very motivated, I don't know, by your emotions. There's the idea of starting something new here. The idea of investing in something new, but also investing in yourself in a new way. A way that's more grounded, I guess. It's Pentacles. It's solid. I mean, I love an Ace of Pentacles because I'm an Earth sign. You know. Oh, sorry, my eyes are sore. I think it's come out in reverse because you're resistant to that, Scorpio, because it's not water. You want there to be an Ace of Cups there, right? Yeah, I know. I know. Uh, an Ace of Pentacles can be a very good basis for a love relationship. But I would say that, right? Look at me, little Miss Virgo. Anyway, look, these readings are not supposed to be about love. But it's the idea here of investing yourself in quite a solid, grounded way. I was going to say planned way, but I don't think that's the right word. It's not saying that you don't have to plan that many steps ahead. It's not saying that. I think Spirit's just asking you to bring the Pentacles into it because you're so emotion driven. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all, by the way. It's like, do you know how many people are cut off from their heart? A lot of people. And that generally isn't you, Scorpio, I don't believe. But it's just asking you to integrate that with what's going to give me real life results, what's going to give me real life comfort. I don't mean like chasing shitloads of money, but just like real life improvements to my environment, career, health even. You're being asked to think of new ways to invest your energy in those areas. And you can still be your watery self, but it's just balancing it with that more pragmatic approach. Pragmatic. I mean, God, if I'd have just thought of that word in the beginning, we could have probably saved ourselves 3 minutes of me talking. You're being asked to be more pragmatic. Bottom line, that's what it is. How should I invest in myself? See, I told you. You don't have to stop that beautiful, heart-centered way of being that is you, Scorpio. You don't have to stop that. I'm happy to see that water there. Truly I am. How should I invest in myself? Just keep on being your Scorpio self. Keep on being so beautifully in contact with your own heart that you understand the emotions behind what you're doing. It's just balance that with a bit of pragmatism. That's all it's saying. Oh, I like that for you. I do like that for you. Also, I will say the Queen of Cups has a tendency to overgive, over-empathise. When I say over-empathise, what I mean is empathise with others at the expense of yourself. And also because you have such empathic qualities, you find it so easy to not even see another person's perspective, but to feel another person's perspective. Sometimes I think, Scorpio, you can do that, so therefore you think you should do that. But, just because you can do that doesn't mean it's always going to serve you best to do that, okay? So the Spirit's just raising issues around like boundaries here, and when do I extend my heart to feel someone else's heart, to feel what it's like to be someone else? When do I do that, and when do I hold myself back from doing that? Because it is possible to do that too much, and then you lose your own grounding, your own footing. You can lose your own sense of self. You can actually lose contact with your own emotions because you're so drowning in someone else's. And I think it comes very naturally to you to do that. But sometimes I think you have to ask yourself, well, is it serving me? Is it serving them? Is it serving the situation? Is it serving the dynamic? Yeah, so it's about balancing your natural empathic, I never know how to say that word, empathetic or empathic tendencies with pragmatism here with these two cards. Oh, I'm speaking about these far too much as they're coming out. Normally I'm a bit quicker. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? What happens, happens. What will come if I choose to invest in myself? The reverse Six of Pentacles. That's interesting. Yes. Yes, you see, this is it. When you invest in yourself in the way described, I think you're better going to be able to recognise situations that are unfair, you know, to put it bluntly, to put it quick, you know, to put it simply. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, and here we see it in reverse with the reverse lovers. I do feel like there might be some relationships in your life, or maybe this is more past relationships, or a bit of a pattern that you have a tendency to get into where you overgive, and then you create this dynamic where things are not equal, things are not fair, things are not reciprocal. You're sort of giving out more energy than you are getting back. And of course, we don't give, we don't love in order to receive, we don't. But when the energetic flow becomes this imbalance, something's up, it's not going to work, it's not sustainable. And I see you investing in yourself, and that causing you to recognise these sorts of dynamics in your life, whether that is a romantic partner or whether that's looking back on past relationships where you see that dynamic, or whether it's just relationships with family, friends, whatever. I feel that you're going to notice dynamics in your life that just you're overgiving to, that aren't really very fair. Yeah. Where are we? How will this change my daily life? How will investing in yourself change my daily life? The Hermit. Oh, that's interesting. You might feel more comfortable being in this energy as you invest in yourself, to be honest, and as you recognise relationships that aren't serving you. So sorry, just to explain, the Hermit card is quite an individual energy. It's definitely a slow energy. It is introspective. The main way I'm feeling this for you is that you are... I feel like you're going to be more comfortable in your own company. You're going to be more comfortable being alone. Maybe I'm not even going to say you're going to necessarily spend more time alone. I think it's just that your comfort with your own company is going to increase as you invest in yourself. That's the way I'm feeling this. It's nice. I like myself an upright hermit. There again, I am a Virgo, and that is a Virgo card, so there is that. More belief in yourself, more belief in your own capabilities, more belief in yourself to move through parts of this life kind of in that individual energy, without depending on other people, because there is a bit of an air of dependence about this reverse Lovers card. And the thing is, you say dependent and people automatically get their knickers in a twist. Oh, is that misogynist? Maybe. People automatically... I can only think of worse ones now. People automatically get the hump. But we're humans. We are supposed to depend on one another, actually. Newsflash, yeah, I know. Shocking, isn't it? We're wired for that. It's just... there's kind of healthy dependence, and then there's less healthy dependence, what gets called codependence, which I never really understand why, but hey, that's what it gets called. There may be some unhealthy dependencies going on for you, or this may just be past energy and you're recognising patterns, like I keep saying. You're going to recognise the unfairness of those as you invest in yourself and feel more comfortable breaking away from those unhealthy dependencies, because you're going to feel more comfortable depending on more in touch with your own inner light, your own inner guidance system. You see this lantern, it's like a guidance system, but it's your guidance system, Scorpio. It's not anybody else's. Yeah. Oh, how interesting. Whew, I'm tired. Okay, something... Oh, I was going to shuffle then. Something I need to learn about investing in myself. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, give over. Yes, I know. Consistency. Sometimes Virgos? The fuck's a Virgo? Sorry, this is where Virgos and Scorpios get a bit similar and I start losing it. Spirit's just reminding you of the importance of consistency, diligence, showing up for yourself every single day. This is my do your washing up card every single day. This is my do the washing up card. I mean, that's why I struggle with this energy. It's just consistency and showing up for yourself every single day and getting bits and bobs done related to Pentacles, you know, related to your environment, related to practical, pragmatic shit. It's just doing it every day. The fact it's in reverse tells me that perhaps you're quite inconsistent with your approach to this, and there is no way on earth I'm having a go at you for that, my loves, because hi, have you met me? Well, no, you haven't, but, well, some of you might have done. But yeah, it's difficult. Well, if you're like me, it's difficult. Some people might have no problem with it. I think the Scorpio I'm looking at does find it difficult also, because I don't think this card would have shown up in this way in reverse. So you have my every sympathy. I wish I could provide you with a magic wand or a magic answer, but you have your own answers. It's tough. It's tough doing the washing up every day for some people, and I'm one of those people. So, you know, it might not be that for you. It might be, I don't know. There may be particular tasks that you kind of just hit a wall with, or kind of have a mental block with, and applying consistent I don't know, action towards them is a tricky one. But of course, doing these tasks is a form of investment in yourself. Okay, so look, I'm going to share one hack with you that has helped me, just on the off chance it helps you. And it actually literally relates to getting my washing up done. Okay. I started thinking of these things, or that particular task, in terms of making promises to myself. Disregard this hack if you just think it's a load of bollocks and it doesn't work for you. Seriously, like, there's no one size fits all. People find different ways to overcome their various difficulties in life, and this is just one way that I personally have used. And I just feel called to share it with you. Yes, how I started managing to do my washing up every day, Scorpio. I just thought of it in terms of building trust with myself, because I know I have a massive wound around capability. I'm not capable, I'm not capable, I'm not capable. I've worked on the worthiness wound. Oh God, I'm absolutely worthy. I know that, but I don't trust myself to have the capability to get through my life and complete daily tasks and all that shit that many people apparently can do without concern or worry or difficulty. Capability. So in order to work on that capability wound, I decided I need to work on my trust with myself. Okay. And that's how I reframed my entire task of doing washing up. I was like, right, I'm going to make a promise to myself to do my washing up every day. When I say do my washing up, by the way, I literally mean fill that washing up bowl and put a dish in it. That was it. That was my promise to myself. Got to start small with these things. Okay, and of course, once you put one dish in, you actually, because you've got over that initial hump, you do then put more dishes in and do more dishes. Yes, so that was my promise to myself for the next week. Every day I will fill that washing up bowl. I will put one dish in. I will wash it. And then when I didn't want to do that task, as I inevitably didn't, because this is me all over, instead of saying to myself, right, you've got to do the washing up because like the washing up's a task that needs to get done. You've got to do it. Just do it. Which of course hasn't worked for me for 40 years. So why would it work now? Instead of doing that, what I would say to myself is, you've made a promise to yourself that you're going to do the washing up. Therefore, you must follow through with that promise, my love, because then you will start to trust yourself. Anyway, it worked for me. I just continue with that every single day, and that gets my washing up done, which is good. Or it gets a smaller part of my washing up done. Is my kitchen still a complete mess? Yes, it is. But more often than not now in the morning, I will wake up and I will have a clean mug or a clean bowl to put my cereal in. Stuff like that. Where was I going with this? Sorry, brain fog. Yeah. Anyway, it's definitely helped me. That approach has definitely helped me. Oh yeah, it's not only helped me get my washing up done, which, you know, is cool, I guess. I mean, yeah, it is cool. But also it has legitimately helped me build trust with myself and trust myself that I am more capable to move through life. So, yeah. And it's helped me in other areas. It's helped me trust that I've got capability to be better in other areas, because one of the areas I struggle with is making future commitments to people to say meet them, because I get migraines and all this, and I don't want to let people down. So to avoid letting people down, I just don't make any commitments in the first place. But now I trust myself better to make these commitments and be able to follow through them and all stuff like that. So it's that small shift in the way I've thought about that one particular task happens to have helped me loads. Now, it might not help you loads. You might think it's an absolute load of bollocks. And trust me, that is absolutely fine, because none of us are wired exactly the same. We all find slightly different ways to tweak our thinking, to get through things. And, you know, they're it's quite a superficial hack. I will say, I do think it's quite a superficial hack. And I'm sure many of us who have these difficulties would be much better served by really getting to the root of it. But how you do that is not straightforward. And I don't particularly think there's that much help out there to help people really do that. So we're kind of just all in it together. That's why tarot's so helpful. And, well, I just think maybe if I share that personal story, maybe it may help someone. Maybe it'll piss someone off. I don't know. But if I can just help one person by sharing that, I'm pumped. Right, last card. We've done this reading a bit differently. Normally I get all the cards out really quickly and then, yeah, but we've done it differently, but that's cool. Why I'm worthy of investment. Ooh, a reverse Knight of Swords. That's interesting. Goodness me. That is some conflicting energies if ever I've seen one. Look at that. So we go from being stuck in the... This is so... Oh my God. This is so something. We go from what? Being stuck in the mud, sluggish, not able to do anything... Inconsistent. Well, yeah, this whole thing is inconsistent though. This moving between these two energies is the inconsistency. From very slow to very fast, right? From no motivation to absolutely let's do all the things, like fire. I mean, there is no fire, it's a swords, but just running around like your arse is on fire. Just got to do all the things, got to do all the things, got to do all the things. Like, how interesting. It's so interesting, that. But to answer the question of why I'm worthy of investment, a Knight of Swords has come out in reverse. That's interesting. Knight of Swords in reverse is often anger for me. You're very angry at yourself, Scorpio. I do feel it's anger directed towards the self. It may be expressed outwardly, but I think at the root of it, it's anger directed towards yourself. I always read this first card and this last card together, as I said. Interesting. You know, as with all these, take what resonates, leave the rest. You know, the way you react to what I'm saying is more important than the content of what I'm saying. Maybe anger at the way you've conducted yourself in various relationships. That might be a motivation for you to invest in yourself. But I think more than anything, this anger's a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's stopping you investing in yourself, because I think it's telling you you're not worthy of investing in yourself. But on the other hand, I think it can teach you that you are worthy of investment, because then the things that you're angry about, you won't repeat those same mistakes. I'm a bit loath to use that word, in a sense. Because you were probably only acting with the knowledge that you had at the time. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I do. This is a very forward moving, focused energy when it's in its upright form. It's reversed. We've got 2 knights in reverse. I feel like it's like you've got all this forward moving energy, but you're not actually able to move forward somehow. Again, relatable. So you're worthy of, you're worthy of investment, because you're worthy of being able to move forward in the way that you wish to move forward. But at the moment, there's a block to you doing that. And I think much of this block can be overcome by investing in yourself. I'm just going to clarify this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Where should I invest my energy? Okay. Definitely continue to invest in yourself kind of on that emotional level, because that's you all over, Scorpio, anyway. And it's what comes naturally to you. But there is something here about balancing it with pragmatism. Where should I invest my energy? There might be some sort of new project. Some sort of new project, particularly, that you've either started or you're thinking of starting. You're very much being told to balance the emotion behind that with practical shit, but I just wonder if there's just a bit more I can get for you on that Ace of Pentacles, because I can imagine the Scorpio watching this. You'd be wanting more on that. I feel you'd be wanting more on that, because that's the part that I would see you struggling with the most, apart from this bloody, but I've already given you what I can give you on that, and that's from my personal experience, and it may work for you and it may not. Yeah, all right, let me just see. I mean, I'm not 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups, for some of you, it's about finding the right people to work with and making very pragmatic decisions in that respect. It may be finding people to actually specifically help you with those more pragmatic tasks that you struggle with. It may be for some of you. That may be the idea that's coming through that you might want to consider. I don't know. Just an idea. Anything else on this? Ooh, what did I say? What did I say when I first banged on about that card? I'm like, well, you Scorpios, you don't want to see this Ace of Pentacles. You want to see an Ace of Cups, don't you? And there it is. Well, I knew you wanted to see it. Well, there you go. I mean, what the what? This isn't supposed to be a love reading. Where should I invest my energy? Oh, God. Look, Ace of Cups doesn't have to mean new love. It doesn't. I mean, it's just reinforcing the message that there's something new where you should be investing your energy, or perhaps where you already are investing your energy. But I just wondered if we could get a bit more about the concepts and issues around that. But it may be that I'm going to hit a wall, as often is the case when we try to clarify, because that normally means that really it's not for me to give you the answers and that you have them within you, which really covers my whole ethos really anyway. But God, next to that Queen of Cups as well. And I already spoke about how empathetic you are, and you see the Eight of Cups is a pretty psychic card, I'll be honest. So I don't know if that might be the new area that some of you are thinking of, I don't know, putting more energy towards. A reverse Three of Wands and a reverse Four of Wands. I'll show you them both. I'll show you them both upright, but they did both come out in reverse. It's a very watery Three of Wands. I'm just drawn to the water on that Three of Wands. Waiting, waiting, waiting. This just says waiting to me. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's in reverse. I think you're being told to sort of suck your energy out of that waiting. Stop waiting. That's the way it feels to me. Stop waiting. Four of Wands. I mean that's relationship energy. What can I say? We've got a Two of Wands. Yeah, I think a lot of your investment. This is so tricky. This is so tricky, Scorpio. Because I'm getting a lot of relationship energy in this reading, you know, and obviously I did set the intent for these readings to kind of move me away from this sort of stuff, but what comes through is what comes through. The other signs, stuff like this didn't really come through. The air, starting with the air signs, we were getting a bit more of this sort of thing, but it's coming through quite a lot for you, because we've got an Ace of Cups, we've got a Four of Wands. Waiting. This idea of waiting. I don't know, it just feels like they're saying stop waiting, stop waiting. I don't know what that means to you or how you want to apply that to your life. It's kind of up to you. And balance the Cups and the Pentacles is the best I think I can offer you. Where should I invest my energy? It's kind of like it's saying, I think what's going on here is you want to invest energy towards a particular relationship dynamic, perhaps, but the best way of improving that dynamic is going to be investing in yourself. Investing in your relationship with yourself and getting more comfortable in this energy. And healing that capability wound. I'm gonna say take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think it's what's at the root of this for a lot of you. I am not capable, I am not capable, I am not capable. I'm not going to sit here and say of course you are, because healing that wound is not as simple as some woman on the internet saying, oh, of course you're capable, Scorpio. I mean, you are, but me saying that isn't going to fix it. All I would say is it's not unusual to feel that way. It's not, well, not that you, sometimes you don't actively feel that way. Sometimes it takes a bit of working out to realise that's what's at the root of some difficulties that you have, especially Pentacles related difficulties, especially real life related difficulties. Emotionally, like, I think you understand more about yourself emotionally than you necessarily do pragmatic. I don't know. This is a bit more beyond your own understanding of yourself or something, I would say, and I think you're being asked to deepen that relationship with yourself such that you understand somehow the difficulties you have with this sort of Knight of Pentacles doing your washing up every day shit. That's the way it's coming through to me. I don't know. It's just what's happening. Sorry. I just don't mind me as I'm just doubting everything I say as I say it. It's cool. I will share that I'm doubting everything I say as I say it because probably some of you do too, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Oh, I'll get you some charms before I go. I think yours has gone on longest, Scorpio. I'm trying to keep these readings under 30 minutes, but you know, whatever. I just felt we had a bit of digging to do there. I still don't think I've fully gotten underneath this Ace of Pentacles for you, and I'm sorry. I've done my best. I feel like I'm hitting a bit of a wall. It's quite... I don't know. I think I've said the best I can say. Let's get you some charms. That's a lot. I don't want that many. This is just little winks from the universe. It may or may not tie into the reading. Who knows? Oh, you got cherries. My favourite. I've got cherries. That might have some meaning for you. This is all stuff that might just have meaning for you. Little winks from the universe, like I say. You have the key. You have the key to your own heart. This is a hard one to show to the camera because there's no little thing. See, it's a heart key. You've got a little flower. You've got 2 snowflakes and a little flower. So there's your snowflakes. And then you've got a little flower. So that to me suggests kind of change of season, coming out of winter. Yeah, coming out of a period of maybe not much growth, or at least it feels like there's not much growth. In winter there always is growth, we're just not seeing it. But then like with spring, with that flower, it's like the results of our efforts are starting to be seen. Pink star. And then we've got a bit of a broken heart going on here, my loves, which I think probably relates to that reverse. Can you see it? It's hard for me to... There we go. I think that belongs over there on top of the reverse lovers. You know, it goes back to what we were saying about relationships, past relationships. Well, that cat's well cute. It's got all spirals all over it. A cute little kitty cat. These are just extra winks from the universe. You know, some of these symbols might have meaning to you. Whoops! And then we've got the peace sign. Oh, I'm just thinking that Alanis Morissette song now. I don't know why. Hand in my pocket. I've got one hand in my pocket. Oh my god, it's 37 minutes, Scorpio. We've been talking for far too long. Anyway, any of those may resonate with you and just be a little wink that this reading is for you. Just a little extra wink for you so you know the universe is on your side. I believe the universe is on all of our sides, but sometimes it's nice to get extra confirmation. I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments if any of this made sense. I'm very interested to know. What an interesting reading. And yeah, full Celtic Cross in about 2 weeks. Back up to my usual length of readings, although we're creeping up to that anyway. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me pick up on your energy for next time. Give it a like and all that jazz and all that bollocks. Yeah, catch you next time, Scorpio. Bye.